Some people don't just push the limits, they redefine them. Whether it's record-breaking strength, unmatched precision, or sheer speed, the world is full of individuals who take their skills to extraordinary levels. And if you've been with Great Big Story for a while, you might remember a few of them. Let's take a look back at some of the most incredible talent we've ever met.
I have to own my size. I can't go and be like, well, I want to trade my body and I want to be smaller. Like, it's not going to work. Right now I'm 6'8" and about 400 pounds. My name is Brian Shaw and I'm the world's strongest man. The heaviest I would compete is about 420 pounds.
What do you have to do to maintain that, eating-wise?
To be honest, it's a lot of eating. Gotta have the peanut butter. I'll buy at least close to 10 pounds, if not more, of meat. End up pretty much buying everything they have. You know, on a typical day, I'm probably be consumed. At the very low end, 5,000 to 6,000 calories a day, and then the upper end would be about 10,000 a day.
We saw that video of you going through the aisle on the plane.
Yep.
Are there any moments like that in day-to-day that you have to deal with?
It does happen, fitting different places, and it can be challenging. I find it a little bit hard when things are tiny. I definitely like my utensils to be bigger. My wife and I have different spoons, we have different forks that we use. Because my fingers are so big, typing is a little bit harder. You kind of learn to adapt to it because they're not going to make a keyboard bigger just for me. The reason I actually sit like a lot in these folding chairs is because a lot of office chairs have arms on them, you know, and I can't fit my hips because you can see I'm kind of off of this chair, so that's what works.
Do people like kind of look at you and be like, wow, it's a huge guy?
A lot of people do look. It's kind of funny because I don't really notice it anymore. I like being big. I've kind of embraced it. I've always been able to do stuff with my body, whether it's playing basketball or strongman or, you know, really anything, but it's a positive thing too.
The paper airplane you folded in middle school, horrible design. But I've thrown a paper airplane 214 feet. I'm John Collins. I am the paper airplane guy, world record holder for paper aircraft distance. So the year we got the record was 2012. It was, you know, one of the great days in my life, actually. You know, I look back at my child being born and the world record. Those are great moments for me. I named the world record plane after my wife. The name of the design is Suzanne. This is how you fold Suzanne. You start with the short side of the paper up, top of the page, and put it against the right side. So now when you unfold that, you've got an X in the after that is to take the right hand straight down from the top of the plane. You fold the plane in half. It's just 8 simple folds. There are a lot of different kinds of folding techniques and a lot of different kinds of paper airplanes. There's planes that boomerang back. There are planes that are made to fly straight very far. There are planes that are made to stay in the air for a long time. Every great paper airplane, distance or time aloft, has very accurate folding. Most people want to know how I got into paper airplanes, and the reality is I never got out of them. I am curious by nature. I love math and science. The cool thing about paper airplanes is it's a way to actually discover something real about flight. What most people don't know is that we don't know the exact cause and effect for lift. Every little paper airplane throw is like a little science experiment. Here's the laboratory right here in your hand that you could use to do real science. Teachers kind of don't like kids to do paper airplanes. It has this bad boy kind of renegade reputation. If they could discover that paper airplanes actually are science, that they're doing science and having fun doing it, I think that's an incredible breakthrough. Paper airplane throwing class, yes.
उसने दोनों कहा मेरी औरतों तो बेइज्जत करवा दी। और कहने वाले नु कहने लगे और तूने क्या करवा दी, इसको और न करवा दी। मेरा नाम चंद्रो तोमर है, उम्र 84 है, मैं शार्प शूटर हूँ। पहली बार घोड़ी में 65 साल की उम्र थी मेरी। मैं गन लेकर छर्रा भर कर मारा, वो टैन में लगा जी। मैं दिल में बहुत खुशी हुई, लेकिन परिवार तो डरू सी थी। हमारे गांव में औरतों का बाहर जाना पसंद नहीं करते, घर का हिल्ला करवाना पसंद करें। शार्प शूटिंग मेरे को नो अच्छा लगता है, और इसमें अपनी सावधानी भी है भाई जी। हमारे पास खेलना आवे, कहीं खतरा है तो हम गोली चला सकते हैं। भाई करीब मेडल तो बहुत जीत रखे होंगे, 100-150 जिम में मेडल जीता जिम। फिर मेरे परिवार वाले कुछ सहमत से रहने लगे। नुई ताने मारे थे, तू खेल ले, किसी का गिल्ला नहीं मानना, अपने काम में लगी रही। और जैसी मैं देखी, उन्होंने देख कर लगन लगी। उनके दरवाजे खटखटा कर कुआड़ खुलवा कर लड़की बुलाई, और उनके माँ बाप को कह के भाई लड़कियों को खेलन भेजो, ये कामयाब होगी। ये लड़की नू कहें कि जिस दादी बुढ़िया कर सके तो हम क्यों नहीं कर सकते। लास्ट वाले सांस लो, शूटिंग करूँगी।
When I'm running backwards, it almost feels like I'm flying because it's such a different visual perspective seeing how far I've gone as opposed to how far I need to go. When you're going backwards, you can really just take a step back, literally, and enjoy what you're doing.
Hi, I'm Aaron Yoder. I'm a backwards runner.
I have the world record for the fastest mile ran backwards. My fastest backwards smile time is 5 minutes and 54 seconds. I've been running forward for over 20 years. I started running competitively when I was in elementary school and then ran on scholarship during my early 20s. I ran so much that I sustained a knee injury. My doctor told me to stop running and I really didn't want to stop, so I knew I had to make some sort of change. Retro running or backwards running is where you're literally just running in reverse and there's no impact on my knee. I run backwards everywhere. I run backwards on the treadmill, I run backwards on the track, and also out on country roads. Backwards running feels great on my knee. I don't feel anything, which is a reason why I really enjoy it.
Stay tall, knee up. There we go. Good job.
When I'm coaching my track team, I occasionally have them run backwards as to enhance and diversify their training workouts. Onward and upward. Good job. Way to go. Good warm up there. There's more backwards runners out there than one would think. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of people that decide to run in reverse. The last World Championships, there were over 20 countries represented and close to 200 athletes. Backwards running has allowed me to see things in a little bit different perspective. In a world where everyone goes forward and I'm going backwards, it's really allowed me to just get back to competing against myself and not be so concerned what other people are doing. I found great gratification in the fact that I'm just competing against my own shadow.